welcome to the Cultivating Calmness Podcast. My name is Kaela Vance, and today I want to talk a little bit about red light therapy, near red light therapy, and what this lovely white box is here sitting next to me. If you're watching, we will be talking about it. How many of you know what red light therapy is? If you've never heard of it, well, today's your lucky day. You're going to learn a little bit about it. I know I learned about red light therapy several years ago. Haven't used it or hadn't used it a whole lot previously, but I had used it on occasion when I was having some, minor issues, and found it to be helpful since I have opened my new practice and moved into new space for myself and my company. I got us a red light therapy for the office, for any of my clients and potential future clients and myself. And I know that I've used it. I've used it with family members who have recently been having some issues, and some of them have expressed some of the benefits that they've experienced from it. I know I've experienced benefits from it. So what exactly is red light therapy, and what are these benefits that I speak of? I am glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're asking those questions. If you don't get all the answers you need from me today, which you probably won't, I encourage you to look them up. There are many companies out there that sell red light therapy. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them from these reputable companies out there. So I encourage you to do some research and find your own. So red light therapy is a non-invasive treatment, uses low-level wavelengths of red light to penetrate the skin to primarily treat those surface level conditions on your skin. So what does that mean? That could mean things like rashes, bumps, discoloration, bruising, muscle, tenderness, like more surface level. So I guess muscles are actually penetrating deeper. And then there's near infrared light therapy, and also uses that low level wavelengths of light. Except with near red light, it is invisible to the naked eye, whereas red light, you can see it. So near infrared light, you cannot see. And the difference there between the two, the one you can see has wavelengths of light typically between 620 and 750 nanometers. Near red light has between 750 and 1200 nanometers. And that's why you cannot see it with the naked eye. And the near red light is typically used for more like deeper issues. So muscles, joints, even potentially bone concerns. So if you broke a bone or has something going on with bones, the near red light can penetrate the skin 2 to 4 centimeters. So I think it's 2.5 centimeters is an inch. So we're looking to between a little less than an inch to not quite 2 inches, right? My arm is probably maybe 2 inches thick, maybe 3. I'm terrible at guessing. So this could penetrate definitely to the bone in my arm and all the muscles. So if you're having soreness, tenderness with different things, if you're having like thyroid or certain organ issues, you can shine red light. There are red lights that are on more wearable products, so that cover your face and open up your eyes, because you're not supposed to look at it, although there are treatments where you can use red light for your eyes specifically. So you'd want to look specifically into that if that is something that you are wanting treatment for. But like my red light comes with these nifty little sunglasses. They're actually green, so if I put them on, it look a little like Men in Black, but they are green. I don't even know if it will show up on my camera. It does. It's a little green. You can see it there. So it blocks out that red in the light. So I'll shine that here in a minute or so. But the wavelengths, as I said, are that 620 to 1200, and then depending on which one you're wanting to use, this machine here that I have with me utilizes both. I could set it to use one or the other, or I could set it to use both. So the setting that I have it on right now is a mix of both, and so they shine at the same percentage, and you can set the time and the how far you want to stand away from it. So it can penetrate deepen or just surface level. Some people will use, I said products like face masks. So there's products out there that are just for your face. There are products out there that will are more mendable, foldable. So like if somebody wants to wrap it around their neck or wrap it around their knee if they have knee or skin issues. So I've seen it where it's little, they look like little discs kind of, and they're on a pad of some kind, and there are 4 or 5 of them, and then you can wrap it around. So you could wrap it around your abdomen, lay it across your back, wrap it around a knee, so that light can penetrate everything there below the surface that you may be needing help with, or wanting to help that inflammation, reduce inflammation, help the cell regrowth because of the light. So that's what's really happening. It is reducing deep tissue inflammation, improving blood circulation, promoting muscle recovery. All kinds of things like that are happening because of this red light. Now you only need, it for short spurts of time. It could be 10 minutes. So when I started using it, it was recommended, maybe just 10 minutes is all you need, or up to 10 minutes. The little packet that came with this box said, to start small and build. So maybe you just do 5 minutes a day, and you can build. Because it may take some time for your body to get used to it. There is a slight heat that is on it, but it doesn't get very hot. There is a fan that generates so that this doesn't overheat, and you could sit in front of it for a while. Theoretically, I am not recommending or a doctor or telling you how much or how little you should use it. You should talk to a provider or do your own research to figure out what is best for you. But I have it set, I think it was at 5 minutes, and I messed around with it. It's at 7 minutes right now, but you could do 10-minute intervals, and you could do different areas of your body, because as you can see, this box that I have here is smaller. And so there are really big ones that are the length of your body, where you could just stand in front of it and read or relax or do something. So lots of different ways you can utilize red light. What do we utilize red light for? Lots of things, and I kind of mentioned it in there, but hey, actually, let's check it out. So if you're watching, you can see by looking at this, we can see that there are these rows here where you can see the red light, and the other rows don't appear to be shining anything, or it's very low. And so that would be the near red light versus the red light. Every other one is working on here. And using your little glasses so that you don't damage your eyes if you're using that near red light. And you can do this for any length of time. So if you have something going on your hand, I could put my hand in front of it and I can get some healing on my hand. I'm actually having some sore muscles back here on my back, so I will probably be using it later, shining it on my back. Maybe I can get some recovery there. But other things are needed. The red light isn't going to help everything, but it could definitely help. So cellular health and repair is something that the red light can do. It boosts the production of adenosine or ATP in your cells, and that allows and stimulates the mitochondria, and it increases the energy and cellular repair and regeneration in your body. So it's really what's happening is it's kind of stimulating that repair that's supposed to be happening in your body and doing it maybe a little quicker, a little faster. It's, helping. It, improves that cell function, and like I said, makes it happen faster. So it can help with skin and anti-aging. So like wrinkles, maybe some saggy skin, because it helps with that collagen production, wound healing, reduces inflammation. So really when you have a rash, you have something going on, there is, inflammation there. So I actually had a rash on my arm several weeks ago. It was probably over a month ago now, that I think I got from some, poison sumac or something. I'm not quite sure. It was just in this spot. And I use different methods of different products, but I use some activated charcoal spread, and then I use red light. So I had it at my office at the time, and I would shine the red light on it for 5 to 10 minutes. And I did that several days in a row, and I definitely feel like that helped decrease that inflammation and the itchiness that I was experiencing. But again, I was using multiple things at once. So any number of those things could have helped, or all those things in combination together helped. It can help with pain relief and muscle recovery. So I've known people who've used red light after a workout, or after like a sprained ankle or some kind of sports injury. It can help with that recovery process. It's not the only thing you're going to need. You know, if you need to go to PT, get physical therapy, you're going to need that in addition to potentially having some red light, which will assist in your recovery. You know, if you break a bone and you just sit here with your, leg in front of the red light, it's not going to put that bone back in place if that is something that needs done. But it can help in the repair process of the bones and the muscles and everything healing more effectively and maybe a little faster than if you didn't use it. It can be really helpful for mental health and cognitive function. So sitting in front of it, having it on your face, having it on your brain, your skull, your head, which can also help with your hair. So if you are losing hair, it can stimulate hair growth, but it helps to, it's been shown to alleviate symptoms of depression and boosting serotonin levels, which can then also help with improving sleep patterns. And it can help with like just that cognitive function, because the light is shown to have those positive effects on your brain cells and improving memory and function and things along those lines. So there is research out there to show that as well. Now, I did read somewhere that if you're going to use red light, especially for that particular reason, you don't want to be using it late at night, because it can actually stimulate and kind of like activate you and maybe make you feel a little more awake. So using it more in the morning, as you would like go to see morning sun to help with your sleeping later in the day, those things are true. Getting morning sun, early morning sun, will help with your sleep later in the evening. This can have that same effect, but don't hold me to that. I do believe there's information out there about that. I already said, like, stimulates hair growth. So people who are losing their hair, now there could be many reasons for your hair loss, but being able to stimulate those follicles to grow hair again, it could be really helpful, along with other things you may need to do. Maybe it's a vitamin deficiency, maybe it's thyroid related or hormone related. So you may look into those things as well, maybe in addition to utilizing red light therapy. It can enhance your immune system. So again, you can shine it on different organ systems, or just shining it on your body in general helps that blood flow, helps that inflammation. When we are sick, we have inflammation somewhere in our body. So shining it on your liver is helpful in like that detox. If you have, female reproductive issues, you could shine it in that area. Again, lots of ways you can use red light therapy. But it's just going to depend on what your concerns and what your issues are. And just remember, it's one method that you can use in addition to the other things that you are trying to do, such as vitamins, lifestyle changes, other therapies involved. This is just another resource that you can use that can help you. And I encourage you to look into it and see how it might benefit you. So there's probably more things that red light is beneficial for, but these were the ones I just wanted to kind of focus on. And some of them that I have used myself, I've used it for hair, I've used it for muscles, skin, other sources of pain, and I feel like I saw results. So maybe you could too. And thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned a little bit about red light and near red light therapy, and maybe you will give it a try. Let me know in the comments or send me a message about what you think, or any other topics you'd like for me to talk about. Have a wonderful rest of your day.